Hello everyone and welcome back to Why Not Tuesdays. Since my last video, we had opening night of the $1 Million Quartet at the Old Log Theater, and it went very well. And now we are in the full swing of 5 shows a week here through January of 2017. We've had some great audiences in just this last week, and something that I've noticed that's kind of cool is that even if the audience isn't standing on their feet clapping along with the songs at the very end of the show, they're all enjoying the show. Some audiences are just more reserved for multiple reasons, but they all really enjoy the show because it's good music. You know, a lot of people are singing along with the words while we're playing. They're just sitting in their chairs and enjoying the show, which is okay too. So it's been a lot of fun to have such a great response from so many people. These last couple weeks, I have made a lot of progress on my book. I think I have just 2 things left, 2 sections left now, of maybe a total of maybe 20 pages to reformat my old material into the new formatting. And then all of the material I currently have will be done, which is really cool, very exciting. I have a little bit more to create in there that I know I want to create. And then the next step is kind of to decide, there's a couple other little things that I have to decide whether or not I want to include. There's a couple things that I've thought about including, and I just need to make the decision whether or not it's going to be in or not. So that decision needs to be made. And then after that point, I'm going to start, the only thing that I'll really have left to do is to create the music theory section of the book, where I talk about, this is a quarter note, this is an eighth note, this is a 16th note. But beyond that, I want to have pages, I think I've talked about this before, where I want them to have to, write down, draw 20 quarter notes, draw 28th notes, so they get that mental stimuli of, oh, this is what a quarter note looks like, and I'll never forget because I've drawn it, many times. Or also just little worksheet examples of like, okay, here is a measure of music, and there are some notes in here. Now, fill out the measure with more notes that fit the space. So, and the idea behind that is to get them thinking about duration of notes, right? I've got 4 quarter notes worth of space in here. There are already 2 quarter notes drawn and 1 eighth note. Oh, I need a quarter note and an eighth note to fill up the rest of the space available, stuff like that. And that's still just in very early preliminary ideas. I have yet to actually really sit down and think about how that's going to work so it's easily teachable, easily absorbed, and then easily regurgitated by the student onto the page. That section will probably take me some time because it's going to be a lot of material being created completely from raw. And then the only other thing I think that I have to do is I want to have a few paragraphs of text at the beginning of each of these different sections, just kind of to explain what material is in this section and how I think it should be best used and what the point of it is. And there probably won't be a whole lot of talking, but just as a tool, for any other educator that picks up my book, but also in case a student who wants to learn picks up my book and without me there, if it's being sold in stores or something like that, and so that they can take it and read and be like, oh, okay, I understand what's going on here. But other than that, I've made a lot of progress. Last week, I was working quite a lot on reformatting this stuff, and I got a lot of it done, which feels really, really good to think about having, a vast majority of this book, completed before August even hits, which leaves, quite a few months left to be able to start talking about getting it maybe reviewed by a couple individuals I have in mind who are probably an authority on this type of area, get me some feedback, and then hopefully get connected in one way or another with some sort of a publishing company or something. I don't know. I mean, I've got some more research to do and questions to ask about that whole path to see what's my best option. But yeah, my goal of getting it finished by 2016 is looking very good, and who knows, maybe even published. I guess we'll find out. Otherwise, everything is going normally. I'm just playing old log theater with the $1 Million Quartet. I'm doing some church gigs. I'm doing my regular teaching routes, and I'm staying busy with everything that's going on. So there's not really much else to talk about. But thanks for coming in for another video and finding out what's going on. And that's going to be everything. Probably won't be another video next week because not much will probably happen by that point. So hopefully, 2 weeks I can come in and tell you a little bit more about at least what's happening in the book, because not much else is going to change over the next several months. So the book is really going to be, the focus of my attention, but also going to probably be the focus of these videos more so, because that's really the only thing that's going to be getting updated in any significant fashion. So thank you again for coming to check out the video. I appreciate it, and stay tuned. And I will see you next time. See ya.